In the very beginning, when there was nothing but darkness, God had an amazing plan to create something beautiful and full of life. He looked at the empty, dark world and decided to bring light. "Let there be light," he said, and suddenly the darkness was gone. Light shone everywhere, separating the day from the night. This was the first step to creating our wonderful world. But God wasn't finished yet. On the second day, He made the sky. He separated the waters above from the waters below and stretched the heavens out like a blue canvas above the earth. The skies were open, clear, and full of space for birds to fly in the future. Then came the third day, when the land appeared. God gathered the waters into oceans, seas, and rivers, and dry land rose up from the deep waters. But the earth still looked a little empty. So God made the land even more beautiful by creating green grass, colorful flowers, and tall trees. All the plants, from the tiniest bushes to the grandest trees, were filled with fruit, seeds, and leaves that would soon give food and shelter to animals and humans. Can you imagine how stunning the earth must have looked with all the flowers blooming and trees swaying in the wind? On the fourth day, God placed the bright sun in the sky to light the day, and the moon and stars to light the night. Now, the earth had day and night, and seasons too, spring, summer, autumn, and winter. The world was starting to take shape, and everything was working just as God had planned. The fifth day was very special because God filled the seas with fish and other sea creatures. From tiny fish to great whales, the waters were alive with movement. God also made the skies come alive by creating birds of all shapes and sizes. Some flew high up, while others soared close to the ground. Have you ever watched birds fly in the sky, dipping and diving with such grace? But God wasn't done yet. On the sixth day, He brought life to the land by creating animals, big and small, fast and slow. Lions, elephants, rabbits, dogs, and all kinds of creatures were made to roam the earth. Think about your favorite animals, maybe horses galloping across a field or squirrels jumping from tree to tree. God made them all. God made sure every animal had a place in the world and food to eat. Some would graze on the grass while others might hunt. Every creature had a purpose, and the earth was now bursting with life. But there was still something missing. Someone to take care of this beautiful world. So God created the first human Adam to live in this wonderful place and look after all that He had made. Adam was special because God made him in His own image, which means Adam could think, feel, and understand the beauty of the world around him. Later, God would create Eve, the first woman, to be with Adam and share this amazing garden. God placed Adam in a special part of the world called the Garden of Eden. This garden was the most beautiful place anyone could imagine. It was full of fruit trees, gentle streams, and every kind of animal. Everything was perfect, and God gave Adam and Eve the job of caring for this beautiful garden and all its creatures. The Garden of Eden was peaceful, and God wanted the whole earth to be like this wonderful place. It was a paradise where Adam and Eve could live happily with everything they needed. But there was something important that God noticed. Even with all the beauty of the garden and the animals, something was missing to make everything truly complete. Do you know what it was? God wanted Adam and Eve to enjoy life, to explore the garden, and to take care of the world He created. But He also gave them the freedom to make choices. Would they choose to follow God's way and live in harmony with all the things He had made? This was just the beginning of the amazing story of how God created the world and how He wanted it to be a place full of life, beauty, and joy. Everything had a purpose, and every part of creation was perfectly planned by God for us to enjoy. Isn't it incredible to think about how God made everything from the tiniest plant to the biggest animal, all for us to live in and care for?